Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Johnny Alchemy and I'm going to be doing, a general reading for the sign of Cancer for the month of December 2023. So if you are a Cancer in your sun, moon, or rising, this reading is for you. And so I go through the beginning, middle, and end of the month. Just for any clarity, any type of awareness, intuition, stuff to think about. Hopefully it will resonate with some of you. Please understand that this is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and hopefully something will connect with some of you out there. And so let's get into it. Let's see here. Okay, so let's start off. Number one. Beginning of the month, we got the Three of Swords right here. Three of Swords, talking about any type of heartbreak or breakup. And there is another card here, Five of Cups in the reversed over here. So if some of you are out there going through a breakup or some type of heartache or any type of loss, it doesn't have to necessarily be, just because you see a heart here doesn't have to mean relationship completely. But if it does, please take that not to heart, take that to, if that resonates. But it also could be any type of loss. It could be a loss of a job, loss of your house, loss of something else that causes a lot of pain. It doesn't always have to be a relationship, but if it is, take it as you will. So there's a loss there that I can see that causes a big emotional trauma, big emotional pain, really. That's really what it is. And so now we have the King of Pentacles right here reversed. So if this is a relationship reading, if that does resonate with some of you, if you did lose a relationship with someone who was an earth sign of any kind, so that's something to consider as well. In terms of if you're talking about self, what it does to a person, in terms of a loss, it could mean a loss of power. You could feel a little bit a loss of power, and also just feel lost in general. Feeling like, you may have lost some stability in your life. You may have lost something in a physical sense in terms of wellness, or even some type of financial loss. As I said, it could be a job or something else, not only a relationship. Something like that, where you could lose someone or something that really was somewhat of your rock in a certain sense, in a certain way, something that gave you a lot of stability. Now we have the Five of Cups here reversed. And so, as I said, a certain loss here as well. As you can see in the upright, this person is kind of downtrodden, looking over a bunch of cups that were knocked over. So here in this in the Five of Cups reversed, it's saying for yourself to face those hard feelings in a certain sense, but you have to build a bridge and get over it. As you can kind of see here in the upright, there are two main things to really consider. As I said, behind this man, there's a bridge right there. It's telling you to build that bridge over those hard emotions, over those hard feelings of the element of water, to look at those things, to observe them. Don't think too hard about them, because you have to move on. Life will move you on whether you want to or not, unfortunately. So here it's saying that it's okay to be in your feelings, but it's more important to have the bigger picture of moving on. And also here we have the Two Cups in the upright. In the corner over here, it's saying that you haven't lost everything. You still have so much. You still have things that you can be grateful for, things that are there for you. So I know it's hard to look at those things, because as you can see, that man has his back to those cups, because it's hard for him to recognize the things that he has, seeing how much he's lost. But that's something that still exists. One day you will turn around and you will see the bigger picture, the full picture, that you haven't lost everything, and that there is a bridge for you to get over those emotions, for you to move forward, and you can still take those two cups that you still have with you forward in your life as well. Here, as we move on to the middle of the month, we talk about the Temperance card. So here is talking about, in terms of temperance, learning how to maybe temper those emotions. This lands right underneath that Three of Swords right there. So with that, this seems like more of like an internal emotional battle for some of you, if this does resonate for a relationship reading. In terms of that, how to navigate those emotions, how to center and balance those emotions. The biggest thing here is this angel. If you look at its feet, it has its feet in the water and also on the land. So here it's asking you to balance those feelings with also stability, to ground yourself, to make yourself aware of your physical surroundings, because sometimes those emotions can run real deep. Those emotions can run real deep and cause us to live in fantasies and illusions that could be painful, to always go back to the past. And the past, once it's said and over and done with, it becomes a fantasy and illusion. It's no longer there in your present situation. Is just as real as any thought or emotion, which is sometimes not really real at all. It's just a fleeting thing. So emotions sometimes can be very fleeting. Don't let them dictate your direction in life or how you wish to live or be in your current moment. That can always change in the drop of a hat. So here, I think with that Temperance card is asking you to balance out those emotions, learn how to navigate through those hard times and through those big feelings. Again, we got more emotions, more cups, a lot of high energy here in terms of the emotional well-being. We got the Four of Cups here reversed. So here, you may have a hard time moving on. As I said, with this, those 3 cups here that this person has, the universe is offering them a cup here also. The universe is saying, look up. As I said with the 5 of Cups, this person refuses to look behind him to see those other cups he has. It's saying also, look up, look around you. You haven't lost everything. So again, it is going to be a struggle, as dealing with any hard emotion is, and I completely understand that. But you also have to realize that you have a bigger picture. You have more to life than just whatever it is that you lost or whatever it is that may have caused you a lot of pain. There's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot more than just that specific moment or specific circumstance. Here we got the the page here of the Page of Wands here reversed. Here's asking you to really push yourself in terms of really getting outside of yourself and kind of using your energy. Don't be too stuck, because sometimes, I know with myself, I am a Scorpio, I'm a water sign, so I totally get it as well. But with the emotions, as I said, they can run so deep that we get stuck at the bottom of all those emotions, and it's hard to get back to the surface. It may be asking you to really push yourself in terms of get out there, use that energy. Don't use all the energy on the emotions, because sometimes that could really bog us down. It's asking you to move, to use that energy. Maybe go for a walk if you get too caught up in your head or in your heart. Go for a walk. Talk to someone, whatever it is. That Page of Wands is a card of adventure, if you will. But in that reverse, it may be hard and difficult to go on that adventure when you are going through tough emotions. But it's asking you to really say to you to don't forget you have a life to live. There's much more to explore, much more to experience than beyond pain, So the pain may be hard to go through, but understand it is temporary, and however long it takes, it will go away eventually. Just be aware that you're not alone, that you aren't alone to your own devices, and that this pain does not define you. As we move forward, we got the 5 of Pentacles here. Again, this is the same type of message. Again, these people, they are in the snow. It looks like they're lost. They're kind of shut out in the cold. So here, this lands underneath that 3 of Swords row right here, this column. So it says you may have those feelings of feeling very cold, emotionally distant, feeling you're disconnected from people or your situation. This could even consider work or your job or your business, whatever. That pain may take a toll on that physical level. But understand here, those people, it says to look up as well. Above them are those 5 pentacles inside that cathedral in that stained glass. It's saying that there is sanctuary, there is safety, there is a bigger picture here that you have to not lose sight of. Because sometimes pain can keep us so hyper-focused on such a specific part of our life that we lose sight of everything else. So I think one of the biggest themes here is really understanding that don't lose sight of the bigger picture. Pain is pain. It sucks. Totally. I agree with that. I will not fight you on that at all. But it can distract us. And that is something I very much agree with as well. It can distract us from from who we truly are, what we need to be doing with our lives to maybe make it better. I'm not saying ignore it, but I'm saying don't lose sight of the bigger picture. Queen of Pentacles here as well, reversed, talking about, I think this is more of the advice here, talking about self-care in terms of taking care of yourself. Maybe this is not the time to be putting out your energy in terms of other people, giving your energy out to other people, and all that other stuff. This could be a time for real self-reflection and also self-care. Learning how to take care of your body. And seeing all these pentacles toward the end of the month, if there is something, if it was a loss of job or anything like that, also trying to get your finances in order once more, maybe trying to find that stability once again, which of course is tough as well. So here it's talking about maybe turning all the energy inward to heal yourself, to find that stability, create a new foundation for yourself also. And then finally we got the Four of Pentacles here. Is also talking about, as I said before, that energy, and also if you did lose a job, maybe not a relationship or anything like that, it's asking you to really save and also to be a little frugal with your money, all that stuff. And in terms of a relationship reading or anything like that, as I said before, keeping that energy within. As you can see, that man is holding all of his pentacles very close to him. He's holding it with his hands, he has two underneath his feet, and he even has it on his mind, on top of his crown right there. So there it's saying that use that energy for yourself. Keep it within for now while you're healing. No one needs to have anything of you right now. Don't expect anyone to, don't expect yourself to give more than you have to at this point. I think there's something saying here, there's a healing journey. If this does resonate with you guys in terms of a relationship reading or a loss of some kind, that there is a healing journey that needs to happen. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry. And by doing so, it requires you to turn that energy inward and not put it outward right now. So by letting go, by facing all these hard and big emotions, caused by the loss of whatever it was, it's asking you to recoup, reheal, lay down a new foundation for you to stand, so that when you do, you can walk forward in peace. So here there's some healing I feel like that needs to be done here. For any of you Cancers that this does resonate here. Let's pull out some more cards for the messages from the universe. Okay, cool. More pentacles. Love that. Okay, got it. Okay, first off, we got the Three of Pentacles right here. So here this lands in that first row right next to that Three of Swords. So here it's almost saying, again, there's a cutting ties of either some type of job or just like a team or a group of people, or even just a relationship, maybe a friend group that you've lost because of losing that relationship as well. So here it's saying that that there is some type of loss in terms of that. But understand that if you lose one friend group, you lose one opportunity or team or job, you have your own as well. You have people to rely on that are not connected to that pain. You have your family, you have your friends, you have other people you can turn to. I think that's important as well, in terms of, as I said before, not putting your energy out to serve them, but trying to lean on your support system and finding out who your tribe is, so that the people who would understand your situation and help you navigate those emotions and navigate those big feelings. Here we got this is difficult right here because this is perfect success, and this lands right here next to that Temperance card. So here I have a feeling this is the universe is saying this: by going through this pain, you will find happiness once more. Pain is temporary, happiness is temporary. As I said, emotions and feelings are temporary. So when you have pain, you have to deal with it, you have to heal yourself, understandably so. And by going through that journey, not around it, not distracting yourself with it, but by going straight through that pain, you're able to find perfect happiness. And even though happiness is temporary, when you get to this point, you realize, I've made it, and now I have to acknowledge and embrace it as long as it is here. And when it's time for that happiness to go again, then you can at least release it with a much lighter and happier heart. So here they're saying, that's the light at the end of the tunnel right here. Being a 10 of Cups, also saying the end of a cycle. It's saying by going through this pain, you will find happiness once more. And even with that, you may even find a new relationship from it as well. As you can see, it's kind of the happy family card right there. Two people with their kids underneath the rainbow. There could be something at the end of this tunnel. If you go through this kind of shadow work, I can almost see here, through all this shadow work, you will find happiness. And here the Fool. Again, another beautiful card right here. It's saying that by going through this process and releasing all that pain with this Three of Swords right here, all that pain and all the swords that may be stuck into your heart that caused that pain, it removes it. It brings you back down to zero, which is the point where you can be and do anything at this point, where it'll give you a fresh and clean slate to start anew. So here, as I said before, there's a shadow work process. There's something here where you need to maybe release a lot of pain or hardship caused by losing someone or another circumstance in your life. But by doing so, it's only going to lead to good things, to ultimate success, and also a new opportunity to have a clean slate. So let's pull out some more cards. Oh, that's beautiful. Love that. Yep. Okay, cool. Okay. So again, trust. As I said before, there's a reason for everything that goes on in our life. We do not see it in the moment that is happening sometimes. That's understandable. But when we look back on memories and past hardships, we can see, there's a reason that everything had to happen that way. Otherwise, I would not have what I have now. So there's a theme here where it's saying by trust the process. We all go through pain, unfortunately. We all go through heartache and loss. It sucks, as I said before, but we have to trust the process and see that it's for our greater good, that maybe we had to lose those things so new things can come in our way. As I said, that Fool card right here, to give us a new opportunity to start something new, to start anew, to start with a clean slate without any of this baggage that may be causing us all this pain right now. Awareness toward that middle of the month, again with that Temperance card, learning how to be aware. Also with those cards, as I said, with the 5 and the 4 of Cups, awareness. You haven't lost everything. You've maybe lost some things, but you haven't lost everything. And also to look up, as I said, also with that 5 of Pentacles as well, to look up and see that there is a purpose for this, that there is something that you have to be aware of, your bigger picture, and not just the pain alone. And finally, we have action. This comes at the very end. I almost see trust, awareness, and then action. So here, this is kind of saying as well, as I said, don't use the energy for other people, use it for yourself. But ultimately, by using that energy on yourself, it will lead to action. It will lead to an action where you can finally move over. I think as the final card, I think this is saying what the ultimate goal is, to help you move on, to help you move forward. So here, by trusting the universe, being aware of the bigger picture of your life, and going through that healing process while not losing that bigger picture, it'll bring you to a point of perfect success, of a clean slate. And finally, when this part of your healing is done, you can move on and lead to that action. So here, I think for any of you that this did resonate with, I think there's a big healing journey and a lot of shadow work for the end of the year, for December 2023. But the good thing about it is, by going through this process, for the month of December, if this did resonate with you, it clears up all of this pain so that you can start 2024 anew. How great would it be to start with a clean slate, to start with action, to start with perfect success? It's almost like saying that you are like you're cleaning house right now, in a certain sense. That of course there could be a lot of pain and a lot of negative or unfortunate things that may happen. That is life. As we know, things happen to us sometimes that are beyond our control, but by doing so, it's releasing you from those things so that you can have more opportunities and more room for things to come in that better serve you. And that's if you really think about it, that's a great way to start a new year, with new opportunities, something exciting, to release all this pain and to have a very clear and bigger picture in mind of your life. So that's what I see for all of you Cancers out there for the month of December. If this did resonate, if this did resonate at all, feel free to hit that like button. Also comment if this did to tell me what resonated specifically, because I would love to know what you're going through, all that other stuff, to see where your journeys are. And also, if this did resonate, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It would greatly help my channel, and it would help keep us in touch for future tarot card readings. So I want to wish you well. I want to wish you a great December, even though this reading was not the best, but I wish you healing. That's really what I wish for you. I think we all need healing. We all are healing. None of us are truly healed. But if you are going through anything, I wish you the best, and I wish you an easy process, and also that you become healed so that you start 2024 anew with a clean slate. That's all I have for you. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.